Welcome, beautiful YouTube community. It's amazing to be live here with you. This evening, we will be getting into a nice slow flow practice. So settle into a seated space on your mat and we'll get started. And close down your eyes. And begin to tune into the rhythm of your breath. Bring your hands over your thighs and let your hands press into your thighs as you move your hands towards your hips and down towards your knees. Drawing in deep breaths now through your nose and breathing out through your nose. Slide your hands forward to the front of your mat and fold. You can rest your forearms down and maybe your forehead down to the earth. Setting aside your day, any situations, thoughts, and just being here with your body and your breath. And look forward, come onto your palms, roll over your knees. And lower down to your front body. Keep your hands next to your rib cage, tops of the feet press into the earth. And as you breathe in, feel your heart away from your mat, just lightly pressing down through your palms. And as you exhale, lower heart and chin. A couple flows like that. Lift up and exhale, release. And let's head back to child's pose. Press into your palms, draw your navel in, set your hips back on your heels. You could keep your knees together or open up the knees to open up the hip space. And rest your forehead down. Breathe deeply. Let your body sink down. Spread your fingers wide. Lift up to tabletop. And again, gently lower your heart to your mat. This time, bring your forearms out in front of you. Prop up onto your forearms. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Right hand in the center of your mat in front of you. Kick up your left heel and reach back with the left hand. Bring your left foot down towards your left glute and just breathe. We'll find a nice full body flow today, moving into the hips and the heart space too, front, back, and side body. Let go of the left foot. Turn onto your right hip and bring your left foot onto the right inner thigh. Kind of press the right rib cage away from your mat. And bring your left hand to your left foot and extend your leg towards the sky. Stretch and open through the back of your leg. If you'd like to bring movement into this space, you can bend your knee and straighten, just going back and forth. Release your left foot, bring your left hand down. You're going to place your left toes behind you. And kind of turn your heart to face forward. Deep breath in. And then breathe out. Bring your left knee forward into half frog. Just use your hands for support. Breathe in and exhale. Stretch your left toes behind you. Deep inhale, left knee and hip come forward into half frog. Maybe you press your heart away from the mat a little bit more. And so just like that, a couple times, open up the hip space and then open your hip into half frog. Maybe lifting the heart. I'll let you explore that for a moment on your own. Great job. Extend your left leg behind you, forearms in front of you. Roll onto your left side now. Bend the right foot in. Press down through your left hand. Roll your shoulders back. And extend, stretch the right leg up. Use the right hand. Stay here or explore movement within the space. Right foot releases behind you, right hand down in front of you. Turning to look forward. On your next exhale, half frog, roll onto your stomach, bring your right knee forward. And flowing between those two spots, right toes point behind you. Release to your forearms, right leg moves back. Hands by your rib cage, engage your navel and core in. Tuck your elbows in towards each other. And breathe out, press up to tabletop, and we'll go into our first downward dog. Fingers spread out wide, press your palms into the earth and lift your hips up and back. You can take this shape in stillness. It might feel good to sway your hips or walk it out right on your mat, bending the knees. And walk your hands to the back of your mat. And you'll land in your standing forward fold. And we'll flow a bit here too. Half lift, hands draw up the shins, roll your shoulders back, draw your shoulder blades together. And as you breathe out, fold over your legs. Inhale, half lift, shoulders come in line with your hips. Breathe out and melt and relax the upper body forward. Fold over your legs, hands down to your mat. Walk your feet out to the edges of your mat and lower your hips down in the yogi squat. Hands come up to your heart. Those are my dogs barking. You can hear them. Start to sway your hips, pointing one knee slightly back as the other points forward. Deep and grounding breath. Release your right hand down. Left arm goes up and back. And we'll switch sides. Left hand comes down. Open up the right arm. Look back. And release both hands down. Gently help your knees down to your mat. Walk your hands forward. Just kind of sway your hips. And we'll get into our main flow of our practice. So we'll start in tabletop. Fingers spread wide for stability. Extend your left leg behind you. Bend the left knee and sweep your right arm back. Hold on to the left foot or your ankle. Look up past your eyebrows and breathe. And stretch your left toes up towards the sky. One more deep inhale. Release your holds and step into your plank. Knees lift away from your mat. Rotate onto the pinky toe side edge of the right foot for your side plank. You can stay here with the left foot supporting you or draw your left foot up into tree pose, just like we found when we were on the ground. Twirl your lifted hand down, Come onto the right toes. Three-limbed dog. Lift your left leg. Bend your left knee and open up the hip space. Step your left foot to the top of your mat on the outside of your left hand. Come into a nice deep lunge. Sway your hips. Maybe the knee points open. Beautiful. Walk your left foot to the center of your mat. Warrior two. Let your arms open to a T. Follow the path and rhythm of your breath. Reverse warrior. Side body stretch. Reach to the back of your mat. Still bend into the front knee. Relaxing your shoulders. One more inhale. Hands come to the front of your mat. Lift up the back heel. Square your hips. And we'll come into standing split. Kick off the back leg and fold forward. Release into hero's pose. Right knee down. Left knee comes back. Sit on your heels for a moment. Reach your arms open. Breathe in. Hands come to the front of your mat. Let's move on to the opposite side. Rooted through both hands. Right leg extends back and lifts. Your floor dancer. Reach your left hand back. Steady, even breathing. Release into your full plank. Onto the left palm this time. Draw the right foot up if you'd like. Opening the hips. Right arm releases down. Come onto your left toes. You got this. Right leg sweeps up. Open the hip space. And the right foot to the front of your mat. A nice deep lunge. Sway a bit here. Point your knee open. Right foot to the center of your mat. Come into your warrior two. Back heel comes down. Arms go to a T. Shoulders are relaxed. And keep your legs where they are. Reverse warrior. And breathe out. Hands come down Turn your hips to face forward and flow into your standing leg split. Release your left foot down to the earth into your standing forward fold at the front of your mat. You can bring your hands to opposite elbows, sway a bit here. Release your hands down, half lift, hands slide up the shins, breathe. Step back to tabletop. Sit back on your heels, knees out wide. Come forward into your child. And bring your hands back in. Move all the way down to your bottom. You can face the long edge of your mat or however you're comfortable. Send your legs out into a V. Open your arms, inhale, and breathe out. Reach your hands forward and fold in. And let your breath rhythm slow. You can even breathe out of your mouth. And flex your toes to activate the backs of the legs more. Look forward. If you had your forehead on the mat, walk your hands in. Help your legs together. We'll face the front of our mat. And bring yourself down to your back. Walk your feet up behind your hips. Release your knees open into your butterfly pose. You can turn your palms up towards the beautiful sky. You can stay in this shape, or if you'd like to go into a more traditional Shavasana, extend your legs out. letting your body and your muscles enjoy this complete, restful, relaxed posture. You can take some deep breaths and sigh your breath away. Finding total peace and beauty in this present moment. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring your awareness and reconnect with your breath. Hands and palms at your heart space. Honoring yourself, bowing in gratitude for showing up to your mat. Thank you so much for practicing with me. It was truly an honor to share this practice together. Namaste.